Happening, lads? What's good? What's good? What's good? New hang. Weekly yap. We're going to try something new. I want to try and do this every week, maybe more than once a week, where I'll just kind of break down what I've been up to this week. Just have a wee bit of a yap session. Honestly, it's just kind of an excuse to talk, and any excuse to talk, I'm fucking gonna go for it. I know it's only Thursday when I'm recording this, so you know there's still time in the week for items to occur, items to be taken, but it's the first time I'm doing it. I just want to do the first one and then kind of go through that. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Anyway, gamers, what have I been up to this week? The week's been kind of weird, honestly. I've been trying to get back into kind of like a more structured streaming sort of schedule and stuff like that. And I think it's been going quite well. I'm hoping maybe next week to kind of release my first schedule again and kind of get back into doing schedules and stuff like that. I think that'd be really fun. I'm looking into trying to get some collabs going. There's a cool VTuber that I've been talking to recently that I want to try and maybe play some Phasmophobia with or something like that. And I think that would be really cool. But I want to try and plan other things as well in the near future. I want to maybe try and get some VR stuff going, maybe try and get some COD zombies going, maybe try and get some people who want to do Easter eggs or something like that. I think that'd be really cool. Be something different, you know, and I think that's kind of what I want to do. I want to do something a wee bit different. Actually, I forgot to say as well, in the background we're using a game called Wild Dreams. It's this like kind of roguelike, you know, momentum based, like sword swinging game. It's really weird, really unique. I really enjoyed it. I thought it was very visually pleasing, so I thought, fuck it, why not just put it in the background, eh? So I hope you enjoy watching me that. I'm really shite at it, so you know, I can't really tell you that the gameplay is going to be amazing, but hey ho. Alongside that as well, I've been reading a lot. I've been reading through Tower of God. I've been really enjoying Tower of God. I picked up Tower of God because I watched season 1 when it came out, and I was like, that was quite good, you know, maybe I'd watch it, yeah, or maybe I'd read it, or something like that, you know, and then I just never did. And now season 2 is out, so I was like, fuck it, we're actually going to read it. You know, season 2 is going a wee bit too slow, you know, it's just not really my vibe, and then I kind of seen some of the animation kind of dropping a little bit, you know, as the episodes kind of progress. I was like, maybe it was good that I read it instead of watching it. But Tower of God's been really cool. For those that don't know, Tower of God's this like show about this kind of like Tower of Babel-esque sort of like area. All these people go to this tower to climb. It kind of gets a wee bit more complicated than that, which is kind of wild. It's like everyone lives in the tower. Like, you know, you're born in the tower, you're raised in the tower, you die in the tower. Except like a very few amount of people who are called kind of like irregulars. And the main protagonist is kind of one of the irregulars. Anyway, you want me to talk about Tower of God? Maybe I'll do a TikTok or something like that about maybe doing like a Tower of God like synopsis or something like that. Maybe that'd be cool. Speaking of TikTok though, I done another tunes I like. I'm wanting to do more of those. I kind of enjoyed doing this one. It was different. I don't know, like it was a different one. Like, I done like the Digital Circus like OST for it. I think it was a bit different than the other ones, you know, because everything else has just been kind of like albums by bands and things like that. But this was like an actual like soundtrack. I don't really know if I did it justice, but I enjoyed making it anyway. I feel every time we do one of those things, you know, like we're learning, we're changing, we're trying to kind of like find our footing. The important thing is that we keep doing it. I think, you know, eventually we'll figure out kind of what we want to do and how we want to do it and X, Y, and Z and everything in between. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Alongside all of that though, the week's been kind of chill, honestly. I can't really complain about the week, you know? It's been quite good. I've also been reading through The Hobbit. I'm on like chapter 7 of The Hobbit now. I'm trying to read like at least a chapter a day, but sometimes I forgot. Like yesterday I forgot. So after I do this, I might actually read through 2 chapters. But I'm really enjoying it. It's the second time I've read The Hobbit. It's a really good book. My favourite chapter in The Hobbit's definitely, I think it's chapter 2 or chapter 3, where it's like the dwarves and our little hobbit friend get stuck out at night and they can't build a campfire, and then they accidentally run into some trolls and hilarity ensues. But then Gandalf shows up and tricks the trolls into fighting throughout the night. And the thing about trolls is if they're out at daytime, they turn to stone. So they're fighting all night and they don't realise that it's Gandalf like messing with them, and then they turn to stone. It's a really cool chapter. I kind of like that kind of like non-physical violence kind of like fighting. It was kind of like a JoJo fight, you know. It was a JoJo fight before JoJo, guys. Holy fuck. But nah, like it's good, man. Like I'm enjoying it. I don't know why. Like I really do need to read more Tolkien. Like after I did The Hobbit, I really want to read the Lord of the Rings books. I've never read the Lord of the Rings books, but I thought, oh, we'll just start with The Hobbit and we'll work our way up, you know? Like, I gotta find out how little old Bilbo is, and then we can move on to Frodo, and we can see all of the gang, you know how it is, you know how it is. But I'm enjoying it, though. I'm enjoying it. Alongside that as well, I've said I've been streaming a lot. We streamed what? We've started streaming Blacktail. Blacktail? Oh my god, I can't even say it. And that's a really cool game. I'm really enjoying Blacktail. The only issue with Blacktail is kind of like performance. It is like an indie game, so like, you know, like performance is kind of janky, but you know, we're surviving, we're dealing, we're doing it. I'm enjoying it. It's just the performance is kind of killing me sometimes. And then we done that Dreamwild, but before Dreamwild we played Psychopop, which is made by the same developer. It was a completely different kind of game though. That was like a really interesting one. I really wanted me. I would love them to expand in that universe. Like it kind of ends on a cliffhanger, so I feel like, you know, there's room for that like world expansion, which would be fucking amazing to see. Honestly, man, like it's just such like an interesting game. If you've never heard of it, I would really recommend you check it out. It's like a psychological horror game, but it's like kind of, it's like a unique, it's like it's got kind of tank controls, so like it takes a wee second to kind of get used to that. Once you get used to it, it's like you go between kind of like kind of like almost dream spaces, you know, where it's kind of, and you can't really tell if it's real or not. Like I don't know, it's kind of cool, it's very unique. I really did enjoy it. I would recommend checking it out. Once again, maybe we need to make another video about that. All I know is I want to start making more videos. I want to do this weekly yap thing where I just kind of talk about what's happening. This one is probably going to be the most trite one because there's no real structure to it, and I'm just kind of talking about what happened in the week. And I'm just kind of vibing, you know? I'm just kind of yapping, I'm kind of vibing. I hope that the next one I do will be a bit more structured. I think moving forward, I'm going to try and maybe make like notes throughout the week, and then kind of talk about what I've been up to, maybe give like kind of like not reviews, but kind of like, you know, my thoughts and opinions. That is a review. That is a review, Kelpie. Like, you know, like I'll give reviews. I'll maybe review stuff. I'll maybe talk about what's been happening, talk about video games, talk about what's been going on. But yeah, that's been it. I'd say like kind of also like one of the big things was I was slowly kind of creeping into joining like a little community. But that kind of blew up, so I don't think that's happening anymore. So we're kind of going to be looking for alternatives. But yeah, main goals moving forward. I want to get more people to collab with. I'm really hoping to plan that out and get some collabs going. I want to keep this kind of consistent streaming schedule going on, and we're going to do it. I want to make more tunes I like, and I want to do more YouTube videos, and I want to do some swag stuff like that. Anyway, long story short, we're going to be swag, we're going to be epic. The life is swag and epic. I'm enjoying it right now. Everything's going cool. I hope you guys are really good. I'm happy that you listened to me yap for like 7-8 minutes or however long it's been. Honestly, I'm shocked that you could put up with it. I feel like I've just threw information at you and like I've just drowned you out. So apologies for that. But I just wanted to talk to you, and I hope you enjoyed listening. And if you did enjoy listening, maybe subscribe and like and be swag and epic. And yeah, kisses. Mwah, 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 mwah.